Who is in control? Is it the Illuminati, the Luciferians, the Freemasons, the Satanists, the Dark Magicians, the Zionists, the Archons, the Reptilians, the Banksters, Big Pharma, Big Oil, the global elite, the Queen, the Pope, the aliens? Well, the answer might surprise some, but it is, and always will be, you.
There is more to reality than meets a normal eye. Behind the curtain of everyday consciousness is hidden another, unutterably strange mental universe.
With so much emphasis put on these so-called powers that be, I wanted to say this. The people ruling this world are not any different than you are. They simply have more money, which gives them the power to call the shots. These ruling elite are nothing more than men and women just like you and I. There is no big bad superpower running the show. As more and more people began to wake up and question reality, it birthed the movement of truth, and parts of this movement have evolved into a beast all its own. Some of it has been infiltrated by opposing forces, and some by those wishing to simply cash in, and they ended up pushing and perpetuating more fear than truth. In some cases, it has made things like secret societies and evil beings seem like omnipotent forces. It has put too much emphasis on the who instead of the how, and made these things seem larger than life. Some of the folks in this arena are even funded by the very people they claim to be exposing and oppose. So please be careful not to get zeitgeist by these charlatans and their own breed of propaganda. We are not sheeple, we are people. Very few of us, if any, have escaped the influence of the conditioning and programming that takes place in today's modern society. Ask yourself when doing your own research, is this educating me on the ways the psychopaths are trying to control me, while providing me with solutions, options, and tools for self-empowerment? Or is it only pushing fear? This is one way to tell who is who. Things are not always as they seem to be, even within movements and groups that appear to support our growth and evolution in a beneficial and benevolent manner. As always, discernment is key. So how do you control someone? You keep them in fear. Fear has become big business, and you can see why. If you choose to fear anything or to believe that there are some evil overlords that are more powerful than you, or that Satan is any more real than Santa Claus, then all you are doing is giving your power away to insignificant trivialities. I don't believe Satan is some being with hooks and a pitchfork. I see it as a manifestation of greed and the worship of ego. Evil isn't something that exists outside ourselves. It is us. The evil energy that uses corporations and media to program you does it to control you, but it's nothing that is outside of any of us. That is not to say that there are not people who try and program and control you for malevolent reasons. It's quite the contrary. They use tools to induce mass hypnosis such as symbols, sigils, spells, magic, and advertising to control the masses and keep them buying and consuming so they can continue to increase their money power. These people are often void of self-love and focus more on self-worship. Most are psychopaths and sociopaths, which could be any one of us, which is my point. There's nothing special about them. They're simply sick. We must all take personal responsibility for all that we are and for the current state of our planet. There is no one to blame outside of ourselves. We have done this. We have allowed it to happen, and only we can change it. Take your power back by thinking for yourself. Question everything, and use your internal bullshit detector, which is your intuition, to discern what is right for you. Educate yourself. Do your own research and come to your own conclusions. Pointing fingers and blaming others won't do any good. All it does is perpetuate this cycle even more. Acting out won't work either, but acting in will. Only changes made within can affect the whole. And you already have everything and every answer you will ever need within you.
At the end of the synthesis, I got in a very strange psychic situation. A kind of dream world appeared, quite a feeling of oneness with the world, a very strange experience which reminded me to some experience I had in childhood.
The very few wealthy people who want to control others do so by means of mind control, using tools and various methods such as TV, food, media, indoctrination, entertainment, religion, pharmaceuticals, gambling, sports, drugs, alcohol, etc. They use these tools to keep people in a state of mass hypnosis, and this is how they keep you buying and consuming instead of creating, and stuck in cycles of debt instead of expression. So how do you stop it? See it for what it is. Realize it is happening and how it is happening, and choose to not buy into it. Pay attention and be mindful. I beg each of you to unplug from all the bullshit and reflect. Go outside alone and ask yourself, what the heck is going on? And if you really want to be a part of this system of the downed, or would you rather choose to break these mental chains and make a positive impact on our world through self-love, empowerment, awareness, expression, creativity? You have the power. This is why every great leader, teacher, and philosopher since recorded time has repeatedly said the same thing. Know thyself. To know thyself is to know this. To know that you are unlimited potential. That you are an amazing and extraordinary being. That no one or thing can control you unless you allow it. That we are not victims. And that God is not something separate from us, but that God is within each of us. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. It is my wish that each individual will see that how they live their life is their choice. That we can choose to be controlled by others, or we can choose to be the masters and creators of our fate. What a glorious day it'll be when each of us realizes that it is we who are the real powers that be. These lifetimes are so short, and none of us are getting out alive. So please make the most of it and enjoy the ride. Much love to you all.
There is more to reality than meets a normal eye. Behind the curtain of everyday consciousness is hidden another, unutterably strange mental universe.